Good morning. Welcome to Chinatown. Whoa, look at this place. This is actually really cool. Pretty little garden with a cute little bridge right there. And I hear great things about this food court. They got a noodle place here, Lanzhou Ramen, and they have tomatoes and egg noodles. That sounds like something I really need. I'm actually trying to get out of Atlanta this afternoon, so I definitely won't be leaving hungry. Anyway, so this place has handmade noodle and tomatoes and eggs. Is just such a classic, one of my favorite things in the world. You add a little bit of hot oil and this thing is ready to go. Excellent noodles, or should I say, excellent noodles. Tomatoes nice and sour, great crunch from the sprouts and cucumbers in here. Egg is always delicious, makes everything just that much creamier and nicer. 100% fresh handmade noodles. This is so good. And for like $7 a bowl, that's a lot of noodles for the money. I feel like this whole place is just so value friendly. Also, I got this hot pot. I got 2 hot pots. I did not know it was gonna be this humongous. This is a $10 hot pot. Look how much stuff is in here. You got your cabbage, your tofu, your large intestine, your blvd, carrots. It's spicy. There's tons of meat in here. There's some glass noodles. And this one is the surou. So this is the fried pork hot pot. Fried pieces of fried pork on top. I mean, this one has less stuff in here. Cabbage as well, and fried pork on the bottom. Again, a ton of stuff for $10. I'm just gonna try some of this broth. Oh, this broth is really good. I thought the broth would just be like kind of flavorless and just spicy and oily. No, this is a good broth. Oh, that's good too. Yeah, now I also have soup. I'm gonna try this little experiment. Little tomatoes and egg noodles, and I'm gonna scoop some of this soup into the bowl. Put some meat, some large intestines. Give me a piece of tofu as well. That's a really good combination. Now you got some heat on top of the delicious tomatoes and egg sauce. That is amazing. Not only is this such a great deal, the flavor's off the hook. There's not a lot of people at this place either. The crispy pork is so good. Why isn't this place flooded? Even though the breading soaked a lot of this delicious broth in already. That is delicious. I got a dish of stir-fried potatoes. Again, another one of my favorite dishes in the world. This thing looks great too. Chilies, green peppers all over this thing. Potato is excellent as well. Here's what I suggest people do. Come here, get a bowl of these noodles, and get 1 hot pot. Don't get 2, don't go crazy like what I did. Get 1. This might be too funky for people. I really like the intestine hot pot. The crispy pork is really good too. When you're sick of eating just noodles, add the soup in, and you got soup noodles. It's like an ever-changing lunch meal. It's so good, and especially for the price. Got some good stuff, Atlanta. I'm kind of a little jealous of you. Gotta add some Chinese vinegar to this. It'll make this even better for sure. Yes, that's exactly what is needed. Add a little Chinese vinegar, and something you didn't think could be better is now better. Oh, that's so good. What's that popular phrase? Save the cheerleader, save the world. Add the vinegar, make your food better. That same thing. Even at the end, you pick up a piece of this fried pork. The outside completely soaked into soup. Tastes like it just came out of the fryer, the meat inside. I didn't think fried pork would go into a hot pot. I actually really learned everything goes into a hot pot. Everything. This is a really good place. Cheap, the food's good. I didn't get to try all the places in there. There's a Malao Tom place, I think it's called China Kitchen. I think they have giant soup dumplings there as well. I'll come back, I'll try more places, but this is nice. Come try this out. All right, I'm gonna go find something sweet to eat. Wow, that was good. Look at that. It's like a little poop. My last bits of food before leaving in Atlanta. This place is so cool. I don't know what it is about the colored purple on dessert. It just looks beautiful. This is a ube bingsu. That is so good. It's really milky and creamy inside. And this thing on the outside, the purple stuff, it tastes like yam. I mean, you don't get a big bowl or anything, but the quality is there. And this is a tiramisu. It's a strawberry tiramisu. Oh, I thought that was a whole strawberry. Now I feel kind of sad. That's so good. That's my favorite. Get the tiramisu. Like, the bingsu is good, but this is what I'm gonna be thinking 2 hours later when I'm driving through North Carolina, South Carolina, whatever's above Georgia. When I'm there, I'll be thinking about this. That is so good. It tastes more like a strawberry shortcake though. 100% come and get some of this. I wish it was a cafe like this where I'm at. And you get extra ube. You can pour the extra ube on. And there's condensed milk, which I think may also be for this, because this stuff definitely doesn't need it. This is so good. And there's chips. I don't know if it's supposed to be decorative, but I'm eating it. This is one of my favorite Korean dessert places I've encountered, like anywhere. Again, a little jealous of you Atlanta people. So the plan was originally, I was supposed to leave tomorrow, but there's some stuff I gotta take care of. I gotta hit back one day early. So far what I had in Atlanta, there's amazing Korean food, deliciously cheap Chinese food. I'm sure so much else I haven't uncovered yet. So if I get a chance to come back, I'm gonna come back and eat some more. So thanks for the food and the hospitality, and till we eat again, Atlanta. I'll see you soon. Dinner time. And my dinner is gonna be a Bojangles family meal that comes with a gallon of sweet tea. And apparently there's no napkins or silverware. Luckily, I did have a pair of chopsticks with me. Bojangles is my favorite fast food chicken chain in the country. And you can really only find them in the South. I mean, you can find them in New York, but it's not as good. The South is where this chain just thrives, and the chicken is delicious. There it is. Oh, it smells so good. I love the fact they don't even ask you if you want your chicken spicy or not. It's just automatically spicy. I do this every time I come to the South. I get a whole entire Bojangles family meal. Biscuits are so good, by the way. The most buttery, flaky, fluffy, delicious biscuit in the fast food chicken kingdom. By the way, absolutely adore the dirty rice. Just the dirtier, the better. I told you guys back when I was in New York, on certain weekends, how I would celebrate Friday sometimes was I would go buy a box of Popeye's chicken, like a 14-piece family meal, and just watch a TV show and eat my chicken. And as much as I love Popeye's fried chicken, I love Bojangles even more. This is just consistently quality, especially thin, crispy outer skin. The nice spicy chicken flavor, the juiciness. I love it all. And like I said, there's a Bojangles in New York, but it doesn't taste nearly as good as this. Every time I'm in the Carolinas, I always make a pit stop here. Oh yeah. Every piece. Once you get through that crunchy skin, it's just pure juice. Also, besides getting the chicken and biscuit, you gotta get their sweet tea. I'm kind of a private guy. I hate birthday celebrations. So every birthday in the past, I would always kind of sneak off somewhere and just kind of, you know, celebrate it myself. I remember one year, I just drove overnight to North Carolina just so I could get a meal in Bojangles. That's how much I love it. And I'm pretty sure I'm the first person ever to eat this with chopsticks. So today my drive is about 6 hours. Tomorrow's gonna be 9 hours, and that will be the final leg that will get me back to New York. Seriously, how is this so good? And what I kind of like to do is I like to add the chicken into the rice, make it kind of like a chicken fried rice, some skin, of course, for some texture, and some coleslaw for some creaminess and additional crunch. I call it dirty chicken slaw fried rice. Something I always look forward to. Ooh, this is a beautiful hotel room. Oh, that is fantastic, because if someone's gonna sneak up on me at night, they can really only come from the foot of the bed. A little wine table. Whoa, This bathroom is the size of my Seattle apartment. So I am in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. This is seriously a beautiful property. And the staff is so nice. Big shout out to Mark at the front desk. Thank you so much for hooking me up with this, Mark. Too bad I'm really just here to spend the night and then bright and early tomorrow, back to New York. And whatever we can find food-wise along the way. Oh, also, I had a issue on the highway today. I'll show you what happened in the morning so you can see. Anyway, tired, gotta go to bed. See you tomorrow. Good morning. About to start my final leg drive back to New York. So I want to show you guys something that happened yesterday. This was really dangerous. So that happened, and I was surprised this was the only extent of the damage to my car, because I think it honestly could have been a lot worse. So I was driving on the highway. I was in the middle lane. The passing lane was beside me. And I see one of those emergency vehicles on the shoulder with their lights flashing. So I was about to move right one more lane to kind of give it like a 2-lane separation. And then all of a sudden, the passing lane, this SUV just bolted forward, like going probably 20, 30 miles above the speed limit, blowing right by the emergency vehicle. And what I saw, and it was too late, I saw there was like a bunch of shards of metal for some reason, like shattered metal in the left lane. So he just ran over these shards of metal, and I saw 2 or 3 fragments of it just flying towards me. And at that point, I was about to switch to the right lane, but I didn't do it because I saw a piece of shard just flying this way diagonally. So I stayed in the second lane and it hit that. So if I would have switched lanes, it might have come through here. And I think the only reason that shard didn't go through the glass was because it ricocheted off the windshield wiper, kind of slowing it down. So I think that could have been a lot worse, and it would have been really bad if it went directly towards me. Not saying it would have, like, you know, flew through the windshield and shurikened me in the forehead, but it definitely would have been a lot worse than what happened there. And the guy didn't slow a bit, just kept going. I pulled over to make sure everything was okay. So obviously I didn't chase after him or anything, but crazy moment on the road yesterday. And something I gotta explain to my insurance company now. But all's good, and I live to eat another day. And speaking of eating, I'm here in the Triangle, the Chapel Hill, Durham area. There's supposed to be this seafood place that's like the must-try restaurant if you're ever in this area. Let's go right now. The aroma from the seafood, it's so overpowering. And they make all their sauces here. So I got some coleslaw. They make their own cocktail sauce, mustard, and tartar sauce. And what's cool is that you can get a combo meal. So I really wanted to try the spicy grilled mahi, but I also wanted to try other stuff. So I got some bay scallops. I got some fried flounder as well. Be careful, there is bones in here. Now I wish I had a bigger piece of that mahi. Oh my goodness, this is so good. Mahi, sometimes, if you don't cook it right, it becomes dry really quick. Not this baby. This thing tastes like it just came out of the waters. And also this place, they don't freeze anything, so all the seafood is fresh. Oh, I just want to dip this in some mustard sauce and see. Look how soft it is. It just kind of broke off when I put it into the mustard sauce. I would like some bread just to dip into the mustard sauce. I'm so mad, my mahi is almost gone. It's spicy, you taste the char from the fire. Everything about this is just so succulently beautiful. There's just so much flavor in that flaky piece of fish. And they also fry their own potatoes. Bay scallops, which are these tiny little scallops. Oh, so good. One thing you taste right away is how absolutely fresh everything is. The outside is peppery, it's smoky, perfectly seasoned. These sauces are a work of art too. I never had freshly made tartar sauce before. That's just on a whole other level. You can taste the ingredient, like you can taste a little crunch of the onions and veggies, and definitely way more aroma from the herbs. You have to get an order of these honey hush puppies. Wow, just the most toasty, light outer crunch. I did not know hush puppies just taste like this. It's crispy, it's soft, it's savory, it's sweet. Suck on that Long John Silver's, oh my gosh. Flounder, dip it in a little homemade cocktail sauce. They should definitely bottle and sell these sauces. I'd be the first in line. Cocktail sauce has that great kick. not enjoyed a single non-windy day. One big problem I have with fried seafood is a lot of times it just tastes like it's fried. It has some salt in there. That's it. They give you some generic sauces to dip it in. This thing, everything just tastes like it's made with love. It's made with care. There's so much flavor in every single thing, and you want to just eat more of the sauce because the sauce itself is so good. I found more mahi. It was like hiding beneath a pile of bay scallops. More spicy mahi. My only complaint about anything on my plate is that I wish I had more of all of it. If I lived around here, I'd be coming to this place all the time. I've been to a lot of seafood shacks in California, all along the coast, in Florida. Usually people just give you a little salt and pepper on the fish. That's what you get. This thing, everything. You taste the skill, the labor, the love that went into all this stuff. Absolutely phenomenal. I had time for like one place to try in the triangle and leave with no regrets. So I get sleepy driving a lot. So one way I stay awake is I stop at pretty much every single rest area and either go for a short jog, jumping jacks, shadow box a little bit. All right, let's keep driving. Whoa, so my ladder is on the ground. My chair is now here. Did a tornado blow through this yard? Huh, food for tomorrow though. It's always nice to be back. I am completely wiped out. I'll see you guys tomorrow. First full day back, have to go in the city, get a haircut, and a proper New York meal. Of course, I'm in Flushing. A lot of new places I found. So I found a new noodle place that just opened. I don't think really anyone knows about it yet. That looks really good, but I have a reservation at this place. Let's go barbecue. Let's go barbecue. Although they don't serve barbecue. First thing you see here, 75%. That's the good stuff. All right, this place, what they're known for is hong shao rou, so stewed pork belly. And also they got this dish I never had before. Salted eggs, stir-fried potatoes. It's good. If you like salted eggs, you'll like this. I still like the traditional way of making this. It's just basically vinegar and salt. And before, like, the flavor, the texture is really crispy. Now you got a creamy, eggy texture to it. It's pretty good. Smokier too. This is a really good version of this dish. 辣子鸡, Chongqing 辣子鸡. It's basically like little pieces of really delicious spicy fried chicken. This outer shell is so much crispier than a lot of the places I've had before. When you break through in the meat, it's just ridiculously tender. Also, what they've done here is no peppercorn in here. So you can basically eat the chilies, the onions, everything in this bowl and not have to worry about stepping in a peppercorn landmine. This is one of the best versions of this dish I've had in a long, long time. That's delicious. 100% recommend when you come here. So, the hong shao rou. Flavor is fantastic, especially like the skin. Slightly sweet, just bursting with umami. It's oily, but not overly greasy, which is like, that's how you tell when that dish is cooked perfectly. It's oily, but you're not feeling the fat coursing through your stomach, making you just crave some tea or a bite of rice. You can eat that on its own. That's really good. Wow. So this is the stir-fried beef dish with chilies. Highly recommend that as well. We got cilantro in there for some aroma, spicy chili peppers, and beef. You just want to hug that beef. That's how tender it is. You want to hug it and ask it to tuck you in at night. There's a lot of Sichuan places where spicy Chinese food places that are like lying out the door, and those are great, but you don't have to wait an hour, 2 hours in line. Check out one of these newly opened places like this. No, this is really good. The beef is so tender. Highly recommend the spicy chicken and the beef. Highly recommend. These are super big guys. Small, what you do, twist the tail off, suck the head. I'm kind of trying to do this one-handed, so it's a little tougher for me. These are definitely way spicier than the crawfish I've had in Louisiana. All right, I'm gonna have to use 2 hands. I'll see you after. All right, I'm back at this noodle shop I found earlier that, oh, look at this, they just opened. So this is a Hunan noodle. It's very, wow. This thing is covered in sesame sauce and little pickled vegetables. This is sour green beans. It's a dry noodle dish. Wow, look how saucy this thing is. This looks really good. There's a lot of sesame paste on this. It's really good, it's really fragrant. Noodles are nice and chewy. If you're into like the dry type of noodle, you know, the ones without soup, the one just mainly dependent on sauce, you will definitely like this. And you really gotta eat this with some of the crunchy vegetables. It's a little too saucy if you don't have something that's crunchy and pickly. It's really smoky, really saucy, nice and creamy. I wish it'd give me more pickled vegetables. I think that with this will make it a lot better. Even though on its own, it's still really good. Yeah, you need more pickled vegetables with this. Solid bowl of noodles though. I think this place will do well. They did give me a little hot oil. It's much better with the hot oil. Add the hot oil. Wow, it's so nummy too. That's like a 7 out of 10 spice, maybe 7.5. You need that spice. It's just like the catalyst to kind of like cut through the kind of overwhelming sesame paste flavor from these noodles. Now we're talking. Much better today. More of a crunch. I think right now there's like a mochi donut craze going around the US. I'm surprised this hasn't caught on as fast because this is like the #1 most served pastry / dessert dish in South Korea. If you go South Korea, this stuff is like in every street corner and it's delicious. The croissant waffle, so good. Ate all that food, need to take a walk. And this is the Whitestone Bridge Park. The reason why this park is so nostalgic for me is because when I used to film weddings before I did YouTube stuff, I used to come here. This would be one of the places we would take the bride and the groom and we would film weddings all around here because it's got a nice background. And plus this neighborhood is really nice. Ooh, cherry blossoms are blooming. By the way, if you guys want to get the hot oil, you can, inside New York, you can come to Bento's and you can order the hot oil with no shipping cost. Right there, you can get it. So this is one of the places where you can get the chili oil. Might as well eat dinner here. Whoa, it's like a party going on. I hear like a DJ going on. It's like an outdoor club around here. Got a little unagi sushi and a wagyu onigiri. That's delicious. The sushi rice is so good too. And the eels just melt. Oh, I can't wait for this. Look at this. A wagyu onigiri. What? Oh. That's where you should come here and try. Crunchy garlic and this flavorful rice. Sesame melting in your mouth. Wagyu. It's smoky. It's melty. You got the nice textural crunch. Yeah, highly recommend that. And of course, you can come here and pick up the hot oil. I know we had some problems with delivery. Some stuff is delayed. There's definitely a lot of growing pains to try to start doing something like this. So I apologize for anybody who had order issues, but they should be mostly resolved now. There's more customer service now. We can ship it out much sooner. And we are gonna do international shipping. I think in about a couple of months, we are gonna be able to do international shipping. Also, and I apologize for the cost of the shipping. It's just the fact that it's expensive to ship. It's a heavy product, so it does actually cost more than what we charge for shipping to ship this product. So it's not like we're trying to increase the shipping cost and make more profit. It's not the case at all. But anyway, if you want to get this, mikeshotoil.com, put the link down below as well. All right, fun first day back in New York. This street is getting really crowded. I'm gonna get up and go home. think this is one of the first times I've seen like a Sichuan type dish in this meal kit. That's actually pretty darn good. I told you guys, if it's not good, I'm not going to tell you guys it's good. I'm certainly not going to allow it to be a sponsor on my show, but this is good. Which makes sense because HelloFresh has more 5-star recipes than any other meal kit. Also, what I love about this is the day I got home, it's at my door. It's so customizable. I can easily change my delivery day, my food preference. They're super flexible about that. Also, they need to go to a grocery store. I tend to overshop a lot, so this thing, it saves me time, saves me stress because I don't actually want to go to a grocery store right now. And when I'm hungry, I can get a meal on my table in about 30 minutes, even 20 minutes if you're using one of the quick and easy recipes. It comes with pre-portioned ingredients. That means it's less prep time and less food waste. Also, what I like about this company is that HelloFresh is committed to giving back. They donated more than 4 million meals to charity last year, and this year they're stepping it up even more because we really do need it. I'm gonna go add some of my hot oil to this. Anyway, if you want to give this a try, go to HelloFresh.com, use my promo code 12CHEN. You're going to get 12 free meals and free shipping. Now, I feel like I haven't been here in such a long time. But like I said, a lot of stuff I still need to do here. The ramen place is hopefully going to open soon. We're still waiting for gas to connect. Haven't seen my parents in a long time. Got to go visit them. And as much as I like Dallas, as much as I like my new apartment, it's still nice to come back to the woods. I missed you, ghost kids. You guys don't hear anything, right? It's just in my head. Anyways, as always, thank you all so much for watching. Until we eat again. See you later.